Hello everyone! Welcome back to another 1v1 battle for Warhammer. We have the Wood Elves versus Chaos. So I mentioned a couple episodes ago that I wanted to try the Hawk Rider build that I saw. So I'm going to try the Hawk Rider build. Hey, it's pretty simple. 7 Hawk Riders, Eternal Guards, being led by an Ancient Tree Man. I did not choose a Glade Lord because my initial build had a Glade Lord and a Spell Singer of Life for healing, and I was like, you know what, let me just combine those two into a very tanky unit because I feel like I needed a tanky unit. So I got an Ancient Tree Man, and he has the healing spells. So anyway, that's my build, pretty simple. For the Chaos player, though, we have 2 Chaos Pharaoh Manticores, we have the Chaos Sorcerer of Fire on the Manticore, and then a Chaos Lord on the Manticore. For their ground army here, we have a multiple Forsaken, 2 on each flank. We also have 2 Chaos Warriors with Halberds on each flank, and then a center of Chaos Warriors being backed up by Aspiring Champions. So initially, the enemy player is going to charge their Air Force against mine, probably because they don't want me to just shoot them up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and, well, dodge this Fireball for one, but it's going to be kind of hard because I have so many units in this group, so they are going to hit a little bit. And then we're going to try and kite a little bit, and I wanted to try and pull them into the range of our Ancient Tree Man's healing magic. But when I engage this Chaos Lord with 3 of our Hawk Riders, I am actually not in range quite yet of the heal spell, which is my mistake, so I was a little bit too aggressive here, so I'm going to try and cast a heal spell immediately, but it's not going to work because I'm not in range. So we have 1 Hawk Rider going after the Chaos Sorcerer, and then we have 3 Hawk Riders on this Chaos Lord. You see the initial damage with their charge bonus is really high, but you're going to see it kind of taper off here now that the charge bonus is wearing off, and they're going to get reinforced by these Chaos Pharaoh Manticores. Meanwhile, the other 3 groups that I had these things split up into 3 different groups, by the way, not just one massive group. So they're going to come in here and try to do a rear charge on the Chaos Lord as well, because I'm going to want to try and finish them off pretty quickly. I finally have a heal spell going down on my Hawk Riders, which is going to help a little bit in this fight. Not really being hasty with my army, though. No real reason to engage their army quite yet, because I need to take out their Air Force before I can deal with the Ground Force, because I need the Hawk Riders to basically do rear charges, is what I'm thinking. But right now, the leadership of my Hawk Riders is falling to the point where they are going to get terrified by the Manticores. So you can see I'm getting a kind of a mass rout here from our Hawk Riders, even though they were being healed. And the Chaos Lord is still kind of okay. They did take a potion. That's why they're still in this fight. And they're going to be chasing our Hawk Riders away, but luckily they are going to come back from being terrified, and they are going to be able to re-engage with the Chaos Lord right here. I believe these Hawk Riders are going to be trying to finish them off over here, I think. Maybe. In the meantime, I want to try and stall the enemy's ground force with my Ancient Tree Man, because I know he can take a lot of damage, so I'm just going to kind of run him into the middle of their formation. Just to stall. But over here, you can see that we are finally starting to destroy the Chaos Lord, and we have him routed, so I'm going to stick one of our Hawk Riders to chase him off the field, so he's gone. I'm going to just chase him off the field continuously. Over here, their Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Fire, or not Sorcerer Lord, but Chaos Sorcerer of Fire just got killed by these 3 Hawk Riders over here, and now we are dealing with their Manticores. Again, one of these groups is going to chase off this guy, and then now we're going to converge on this Manticore to try and get a charge off. And initially, again, with the charge bonus, they do massive amounts of damage. But when that wears off, holy shit, their damage is gone. Because their melee attack is not that great. But the initial charge is really good. And so now this Chaos Pharaoh Manticore is going to be chased off the field, so that thing is now basically gone as well. So we finally managed to kill the Sorcerer Lord, or the Sorcerer. We're chasing off the Chaos Lord, we're going to chase this guy off, and now everything else is going to converge in this Manticore. And now I am going to withdraw to, I think, about like right here, and then we're going to engage the enemy, who you can see, they did target my Ancient Tree Man, which was the point. This went a little better than I expected. I think they had them all target the Ancient Tree Man, so I'm going to let them just collapse on the Ancient Tree Man, and I'm going to surround and envelop this Chaos Army, because they are all attacking the Tree Man, because again, he was out here initially, and I don't think they got different attack orders, so they're still following the same attack orders, so they chase him right in here. So we're going to hold them off some Eternal Guard here, and then we're going to again try and get around the flanks. 2 of our Hawk Riders are now chasing off those 2 units still, and they're basically going to be gone for the rest of the battle. But we still do have 5 Hawk Riders here. I'm just going to kind of use some arrows, just because, I don't know, I just wanted to use some arrows. But now when the rest of the Chaos Forces are going to just kind of get into this big mosh pit, that's when we're going to start doing our rear charges on them. And again, I'm just kind of getting these Eternal Guard in position to do a complete surround on these Chaos Warriors. This Chaos Warrior with Halberd was chasing off my Eternal Guard, which I was okay with because they are cost more, they are worth more. So I was like, hey, if you want to chase the Eternal Guard, that's fine. But the enemy kind of wisens up to what I was doing, and they're going to come back around like that. So I'm going to get my Eternal Guard to come in behind them. And we're setting up now to try and get a rear charge on this whole formation. And I should be getting these other 2 Eternal Guard in here soon. Here comes the first wave of charges. Now charging in the rest of our infantry. We're getting that other Eternal Guard back into this fight. I'm not going to keep them in here for long. So you can see, long enough to get their cycle or their charge bonus kind of to its maximum. And we're going to get out of there. And then I think I charge in the other group. So I'm just going to be kind of cycle charging here. And we have their entire army surrounded. They're trying to kill the Ancient Tree Man, but I did cast a heal spell on him, so he is fine. You know, he has 100 armor. He's a very sturdy lord, and this is exactly why I wanted him and not a Glade Lord for this particular build, because the ground force needed some kind of oomph, you know, some kind of tankiness to it, and the Glade Lord is not tanky at all. And I didn't really think I needed a Glade Lord in the sky, because I have enough units in the sky already. So that's why I didn't take a Glade Lord on a Hawk. And here comes another wave of cycle charging. Very shortly, anyway. So here they come again. And now without their leadership, because the Chaos Lord has been right off the field, and now you can see terror is finally taking effect to these Chaos Warriors because of our Ancient Tree Man, I believe, right? Yeah, because the Ancient Tree Man is terror and fear-inducing, so they are going to rout. So this build did work. I don't know, like, if the enemy had actually kept their army spread out for that battle and not trying to kill the Ancient Tree Man, which I wanted them to do, and I was very happy that they, you know, put everything into the Tree Man. But if they didn't do that and had a stretched line, I still think they probably would have lost, because I would have still just been hitting their entire line with all of my Hawk Riders. It may have been a little bit longer of a fight, but in the end, I think I still probably would have won. I don't know. But in any case, good game to my opponent. I feel kind of bad because this is kind of a cheesy army. Cheesy not because it's necessarily super great, but just cheesy because there's just so many. It's like it's all one unit, which, like I don't normally do, but I was really curious to see if a bunch of Hawk Riders could actually win. And it was dangerous, man. When all my Hawk Riders started to when they were all terrified by those Manticore battle and they were losing the fight, I was like, oh shit, this is about to go real bad really fast. But luckily they came back and we killed the Sorcerer, and then we routed out the Chaos Lord, and I was like, oh, whew, thank God. And I think it was a good call on the Ancient Tree Man instead of a Glade Lord and a Spell Singer, because he was almost MVP, because he took the entire aggro of, you know, the entire Chaos Army and just tanked it out, because he has 100 armor. And then, of course, you know, Terror and Fear also, it's pretty good to have in any kind of armory. But anyway, good game to Gaius? Let's see, for the kills here, kind of okay across the board for the Eternal Guard, and not really that many kills for the Hawk Riders either. We basically just broke their morale, because you can see, like, their health is still pretty good, but they had no leadership. They were getting hit by Fear and Terror and just multiple rear charges, and they were surrounded. So when one unit routed, I think it just did this chain rout across the board. So, like, if these are all, I don't know, unbreakable units, then I probably would have lost. But I mean, that's not how the game is. But yeah, so you can see not many kills across the board, but you know, you don't have to kill everybody. You just have to kill their leadership, I guess. So I hope you enjoyed the what am I going to call this? I don't know. I'll try to think of like a fancy name. I don't know what that name is right now. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this build, this Hawk Rider build against the Chaos, and let's go watch the cinematic view. Now, what would have been more effective is if I had basically had my entire infantry force just kind of go to the edge of the map and buy as much time and basically just run away from the enemy's infantry so I can get more time to hit them with our archers, with our Hawk Riders. But like, I'm not that kind of player, you know? But if you want to do this, and if you want to be that kind of person, then you probably just want to run away from their infantry as long as you can so you can use up all the ammunition on the Hawk Riders. Because after I killed their Air Force, they had nothing that they could do against my Hawk Riders. So in theory, you could just run all day and then just, you know, murder their, I don't know, Chaos Warriors with halberds first, you know? Just pick off one unit at a time as you focus them down as they're trying to chase down your infantry. But that's kind of a shitty way to play. But again, that is totally an option with this type of army. That's like an Aloha way to play. This is just some massive feathers, man. I don't know what the hell's going on here. It's like an air party. There's some definite butt touching going on up in the skies today. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, look at those poor birds. Oh, just falling. They're just sleeping. Oh, okay. They're sleeping with their eyes open. They do that. They do that all the time. Goodbye, sorcerer. Shit, was that one attack that just murdered 4? Fuck. Wow. That's impressive. Meanwhile, now I definitely did buy enough time so that my Hawks would be here when the combat started. I did do that. I just didn't take it the one step further and continue to kite all day. Which is perfectly viable. Hawk should be charging in soon. So many feathers. Look at all these chaos just kind of corralled in a centralized area. Strike from the sky, brothers. Hope you enjoyed the Hawkeye build. No, not Hawkeye. I'll think of something. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Have a good day.